Hello, this is Steve San Angelo once again from the SRS Rock Report, and I'm glad you joined me because I've got an important update. I've titled it Something Amazing Happened in the Silver Market Last Week. Now, that may sound like an exaggeration, but if you look at the indicators, I think we're going to see higher silver prices in the future. Now, this was a chart, monthly chart of silver from my last update, and I said with silver firmly above 21, and it shot above 21 on July 24th, silver was now new bull market. However, it must close above this 21 level at the end of July to remain in a bull market. Now these here, their black numbers are now support, and these red numbers levels are the resistance levels. So last week, I also showed you the COT report for silver and how it was changing over time. This was the first period of the three back in late December, early January 2020. In a 4-week period, silver increased $1.25, but the commercial shorts increased 32,000. Then in May, when the silver price increased $2.40, the net short positions increased 18,000. Now the week before last, now, I did say 360 in my last update, but it's 205. Unfortunately, I included Wednesday. It ends on Tuesday. So in that last week, it was $2.05 and increased, but the net short positions only went up 1,800. Wait till you see what happened last week. Now, first, I also showed this weekly chart of silver in one of my articles at the srsrockreport.com website. And it's interesting, on July 28th, silver shot up all the way to $26 above it, and then we had a big correction, and I'll tell you why. But it's interesting, in the weekly chart, it went right up to this resistance level. And on July 30th, which was Thursday, in one of my updates, I said that on the last trading day in July, on Friday, July 31st, what the candlestick looks like at the end of the day will set the trend for the next month. Again, when you have a candlestick with a very long wick, that means it could be a turnaround. So I was hoping to see on Friday, we would have a higher close, better towards 25. Now, it didn't look like we were going to see a higher close. This was a daily chart on investing.com. The prices on investing.com, also on stockcharts.com, is different than Kitco. Kitco uses the London Metal Exchange, and Stock Charts and investing.com uses the Chicago Mercantile Exchange, which is the CME. So one uses the CME and one uses the LME. That's why there's about a 20-30 cent difference. But I was watching it throughout the day, and it was performing right in the last few hours, a symmetrical triangle, and I knew it was going to break above it. So it did, and it closed near the high of the day on Friday, which pushed the monthly candlestick even higher. Now, what I said is the monthly candlestick moved higher at the end of the month, but I believe the long wick was due to the bullion bank's $4 price smash to cover the large amount of shorts. And this is exactly what I think happened. Now, again, last week, in this COT report period, the price went up $2.05, and then the commercial net short position went up only 1,800. But this is what's fascinating, because silver moved up so fast on Tuesday, on the 28th. We had a huge $4 correction. So I believe the bullion banks, the big traders, who are net short and were way underwater, they pushed the price silver down. I'm not saying this is illegal, but this is what they did. They ran the silver price down. They covered a lot of shorts because they were very much underwater. So what does the COT report look like now? A huge decline. So when the price went up, a net increase from the last week was another $2.75. The net short positions fell 14,500. This is a big difference now. Normally, when the silver price goes up, we would see more short positions. We saw a huge covering of short positions. This means the bulls are in charge. I think we're going to see much higher silver prices going forward. So again, this big spike, the silver price was going up so fast, this huge correction on Tuesday allowed the bullion banks to cover a lot of their short positions. Besides the paper trading, that is the price movement for silver, there are some fundamental dynamics, supply and demand. And one of them happens to be total Mexico and Peru monthly silver production from April 2019 to May 2020. I put this in one of my articles on the SRS Rock Report website. Mexico just came out with their May production. It declined a little bit from April. So we're seeing a big decrease of silver supply from the two leading silver producing countries, Mexico and Peru. And that's putting a pinch on the market. And I also put this out in one of my articles, silver supply and demand estimates from March to July 2020. Now, these are my estimates. Basically, we call them back of the envelope, just ballpark calculations. This one here is pretty accurate. This comes from Nick Leard's Gold Charts R Us. In just a 3-month period, April, May, June, a 4-month period, sorry, the silver holdings, and mostly in the ETFs, increased 300 million ounces. I estimate that silver bar and coin increased 30 million. You may not think that's a lot, but there were a lot of closures. We had the US Mint closed. It was hard to get supply. So I believe we had about a 30 million increase over last year. Now, because of the shutdown of the global economy, we had about 100 million ounce decline in industrial and jewelry demand. Now that may be a little high, but I think that's about accurate. And then we had, if we include all the different countries around the world, this may be conservative. And these last 4 months, we lost 40 million ounces. So the net difference is a 190 million ounce change. So much silver went into these ETFs. Now, I don't know if all the silver is actually there, but if it's there, there's pulling so much silver from the market into these ETFs, it's causing kind of a supply crunch in the overall market, which is why we're seeing much higher prices. Now, this is the last chart of this video, and this says it all. Back in February 18th, 2020, just about 4 months ago, when the silver price hit a high, the commercial net short positions were almost 100,000 net short positions, and the silver price was $18.50. It had increased from December to February, but it was $18.50. Look where the price is now. It's $24.30 on the close of the last COT report. The net short commercial positions are only 47,500. That's the net short. It shows you right here's the 40, 60, 80, 100. So with the silver price up $6 plus in this 4 or 5 month period, the commercial net short positions are in half. They're getting smaller. So this is an indicator very similar to what we saw taking place in 2010 and 2011. As the silver price started to go up even higher, we didn't see an increase in the net short positions. So I do think going forward, it's going to be interesting to see what happens this week in August for silver trading. We could see a bit of a correction, but I do believe there's a very good chance now we could see silver reach that 2750 level in August. Well, thank you once again for watching the SRS Rock Report YouTube channel. If you have not yet subscribed, please consider doing so. And also, please check out the SRSRockReport.com website. I put out now between 5 to 6 articles a week. Thank you very much, and have a good day.